I'm just going to do a quick video about what just happened, or almost happened, to a friend of mine yesterday. Right, she rang me up and I was just chatting to her for a little bit, and she said something about the fraud team from Virgin Money being in touch with her and telling her that somebody had been trying to make transactions from her account, and if they think it's fraudulent. They said something about Foot Locker and Just Eat and blah blah blah. They're just making it up, I guess. And she said, "Oh well, it isn't me." She looked at her own online banking, and there were no transactions that had actually happened. But she just went along with this stuff, and she's a little bit gullible. You know, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. No disrespect. She's a nice lass, a good friend. Hence, I'm a friend and I respect her, and I got a lot of time for her. But yeah, she's a bit naive with this kind of thing. And this guy will like asking loads of questions. Got a date of birth out of her. Got her address out of her. Got a bloody bank sort code, everything out of her, minus a PIN number, I believe. But he also asked, he said,
"Can I ask you a question? Have you got any other accounts with any other banks or anybody else?"
And she said, "Well, yes, I've got one with Halifax."
No. Oh, Halifax. Well, what it is, these fraudsters are obviously on you, so they may be trying to hack your other accounts. Do you mind if I check with Halifax? Can I ask you how much is in the accounts?
And extremely naively, she's told him how much is in savings accounts that she has with Halifax.
And then he said, "Let me get back to Halifax, and then I will get back to you."
And then he's rang her up again, said he spoke to the people at Halifax, supposedly. Obviously he hadn't. And what they've said is she needs to get rid of the cards, and they're going to send brand new cards out because them cards have been frauded, and she needs brand new ones.
Now what you need to do is put the cards in a little bag and put them outside in your recycling bin.
Yeah, he actually said that. So he told her to put the frigging cards in a recycling bin in a little carrier bag. This is actually, he said that after he realised that he couldn't like rip it off online, because I think initially we're trying to get her to set up online banking for this account, which she wouldn't do. And with it being a savings account, he was also asking for the 3-digit PIN on the back, thinking that if he knew that, he'd be able to use it and buy stuff online and blah blah blah. But savings accounts don't have them. All you can do is draw money out of them. So he didn't manage to get that, and that's when he came out with that crazy idea, or good idea for them, I guess, for her to leave these frauded bank cards that are being frauded and people trying to break into them in a carrier bag in a recycling bin. So yeah, basically what the plan was, they were going to go to the actual address and dig these cards out and go and use them like that. That was the plan. That's why he told her to leave them outside. But thank the Lord, she spoke to me, and I thought, this is bullshit. Get yourself over here. It was fairly late. It was about 9-10 o'clock. So I was hoping she could come over and there'd be like 24-hour fraud lines where you can stop things and blah blah blah. But the Halifax one, it was 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. for dealing with stuff like that. So we weren't able to do anything. There were like some other, can't remember what the hell it was called, somewhat fraud, anti-fraud, whatever. But they were closed down as well, and they just said you can do it online, but it was just going on forever. Anyway, the gist of what I'm getting at, Jesus, can I do anything quick? What actually happened later that night was the frigging guy rang up at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? This same idiot who'd just been talking to her. He rang up and he says,
"Hi, I'm really sorry to contact you at this time, but what it is, I sent one of my senior colleagues out to collect the fraudulent cards, and he couldn't find them, couldn't locate them. So will you tell us whereabouts the cards actually are? Are they in the garden?"
And she was like, "No, they're in the... I put the recycling bins in the garage."
Oh, in the garage. So whereabouts is the garage? Is it up the driveway?
It would just basically ask him where she'd put the frigging cards so he could go and frigging nick them things. You know what I mean? Don't know why I'm stopping swearing, but hey, it's Facebook, innit? So he would ask him where the what so he could go and nick them. That was his plan. Yeah? Go and take them, then he's got the cards. I was just stood outside of it recording this conversation, and I thought, you know what, I'm not having this bullshit. I just let him incriminate himself for a bit, and then I took over the phone, and I didn't know the full gist of what were going on and all the stories that I've just mentioned here at that point. She's later told me them. But I just knew it was dodgy as hell, and they were wanting the cards so he could go collect them, and they were outside the house. They'd already been, and they couldn't get them, so that's why they did the leaving them outside rubbish. So I just had to go at him, and he carried on saying he was from the Halifax, but when he initially contacted, he was from Virgin Money, and then they just put the phone down. I tried to ring back a few times, they never answered. Actually contacted the police about this one. I thought, why not? You know what I mean? Get the police involved because they know her address. So they went up to see if she was in. To see if anyone had attempted to break in or were outside or blah blah blah. Then they came and spoke to me and my friend, gave them statements, blah blah blah, crime number. We've been to the banks today and closed the accounts. But the worrying thing is this idiot knows her address, and also this idiot that spoke to her that you're about to earn out is the same idiot, right, who once tried to fraud her before. I remember about 4 or 5 months ago, her getting a phone call when she was with me, and it was the same sort, it was the same bloody guy, the same voice, and he was coming out with the same garbage about,
Right, what I need to say, have you tried to use your account? Have you tried to make transactions and buy something from Uber Eats?
it's just making shit up, basically. And yeah, with him, same guy. So he's obviously targeting her. Now he knows her address. Last thing I want is him turning up, giving her a load of shit, pretending to be police, sending people around, and her being gullible and letting them in. So I've told her never let anybody in the goddamn house, okay? Don't do that. Everybody don't do that. A lot of people have been dumb and frauded and ripped off, but I don't want that to happen to my mate, you know. She's told them what's in the accounts. They know she's got a fair amount of money in these savings accounts, so they're going to be onto her out there. But hopefully I've scared them off a little bit and the police will do something, but you never know, they might turn up with new ideas and new plans, you know. But I've told her, get a ring camera, don't answer the door, you don't have to let anyone in. If it's the police, ring me. If they're pretending to be someone else, ring me, speak to me in advance, I'll come over, or I'll assess the situation and see if it's genuine or not. And anyway, here's a bit of the conversation that she was having with me where she was telling me some bits and bats, and then from last night, and then here's the conversation with that friggin' idiot who tried to rip her off, and I hope to God doesn't end up turning up and causing problems for her. So there you go, mate, exposing fraud.
He kept saying to me,
Yeah.
you know, what's your security? Because I said there isn't one because it's a savings account, it's not a debit card.
Right, security, fucking hell, man.
You know what, the 3 pin on the back of the...
Yeah.
On the back of a... details, but I didn't give them.
You didn't give it, well, how do they know that, how have they managed to cancel it then? Supposedly, and get the new one sent out?
No, they were asking for my... they've said, basically when they rung up, they've said that someone's tried to make transactions on your account.
Right.
And they've cancelled the card because of that. So nobody can, do it again. So
They cancelled, which one are we on about? The Halifax?
No, the Virgin Money one they've cancelled.
Right, Virgin Money.
That's the one I can't get onto.
Yes, and now the hell what have they done with the Halifax one then? They said they were cancelling that, didn't
Yeah, they said they were going to cancel them and send new cards out,
So
all of them.
So did they ask for pins and that?
Yes, no, they were asking for pins and account numbers at the Halifax.
Pin?
Yes.
Fucking pin?
Yes.
And what did you give him? You didn't give him it?
No, I didn't give him it.
Did you say, what the hell do you want my pin for?
I did ask, this sounds dodgy.
And what did they
And
say?
they said, no, not at all. Nobody's going to take any money out of the account, things like that.
Right, so you didn't give them pin. So they might not have been able to do it with Halifax then?
Oh, I'll
Did you
check.
give them pin for the other one?
They didn't ask for the pin for the other
The
one.
Virgin one, but they've still managed to cancel the Virgin one somehow.
Yeah, because I gave me, I didn't give me details. I just gave me, name, address, postcode, things like that. That's how they managed to cancel it.
Right, so they know where you live now, yeah. They'll be freaking turning up to your house asking you to sign over the house or something next, and you'll do it. So that was me getting a few details about what had happened and what she told him when she first got here last night. And then later on, about 1 a.m, the fraudster rang. He rang about 2 or 3 times before she answered. She said, oh, it's him ringing again. I thought, bloody hell, one in the morning, what craziness is this? So I thought I need to get my phone, to record the conversation, and that's what I did. I recorded the conversation between him and her, and realised when I heard that he'd gone to her house and they were wanting her to leave things outside for them to pick up, and I got hold of the phone the second time because I couldn't control my disgust in the situation, and I started shouting, calling him an idiot, and blah blah blah. And I thought I really shouldn't have done that. I didn't really lose it properly, but I was a bit like emotional, thinking you're taking piss out of my mate. I don't like that. And hindsight's a beautiful thing. I wish I'd have stayed calm and made him elaborate on why it was the logical thing to do and what banks do. Go and travel to people's houses and go through bins. I should have really played a bit dumb, I shouldn't, and let that conversation flow and let him make a complete tit of himself. But I didn't. I just got pissed off a little bit and shouted a bit, and then he spoke for a tiny little bit when I got the phone, and then he just put the phone down, and then I rang about another 10 times, never answered. So we just left it. We got the police involved. Blah blah blah. Anyway, not much else to say on the matter. We've done more or less everything we can do. We're going to get a ring camera fitted. Follow, and off she goes. So here's a conversation between that idiot and my friend, and then me and the idiot. Check it out. Exposing a fraudster.
Hello there, completely sorry about these hours and if I've woken you up. You connected back through to Mr. Richard Jones, giving you that call from the Halifax Fraud Department.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello there, can you hear me?
Who else is ringing?
Yeah. Hello?
Yep, no, yep.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can see you now, system, because we needed to investigate those 3 cards further and see what the problem was with it and how they could have gained access to your Halifax card.
Okay.
We did send one of our supervisors that handles matters with the credit card, with the debit card chips for each of the savings accounts. So they did attempt to retrieve the cards, but they weren't inside the recycling bin at all, okay?
Do you what, sorry?
So did you leave the cards outside the recycling bin?
No, they're in the recycling bin.
And is the recycling bin in your driveway or the garage?
In the garage.
In the garage, okay. And if you're able to leave the plastic bag outside, that would be helpful. You able to do that?
No, because I'm not there. I'm at my friend's.
Okay. And if you could describe to me where the garage is.
They're gonna go to your fucking house, you dumbass. Have you actually put the cards outside?
No, they're in the house.
Right.
So report that.
It's ringing. Answer again. Just talk. Go on, answer.
Hello? Hello, sorry.
Yep, the line seems to have disconnected. Any particular reason why? Hello?
Hello? Why would you want me to leave my cards outside my house?
So they can get them, the bloody idiots. Yo, what are you trying to do? Trying to fraud my friend here, yeah? Leave cards outside the house. Don't talk complete rubbish. You complete idiot. You're obviously a scammer. She's not left the cards outside. They're in the bloody house, yeah? Stop trying to rip people off, you fucking idiot.
Unfortunately, she will need to leave the card outside because we need to investigate those cards.
You're not the fucking... Listen, we've been in touch with a real bank. You're nothing to do with it, you bloody idiot.
It's not the Royal Bank, sir. This is actually her Halifax card.
No, well, this isn't... This is not the Halifax. No, bloody Halifax tells people to leave things outside so you can go get them, you frigging imbecile. And you're asking where it is so you can go and collect it. Oh my god. This is absolute patheticness. You're asking to leave the bloody card outside so you can go get it. It's absolute ridiculousness. You still here?